Mizkif couldn't hold in his laugh and had to walk off stream after his viewers exposed Nmplol for allegedly cheating on his wife while her mother had cancer.
You copied my split streams. What's next? Are you going to copy cheating on my wife while her mother has cancer?
Taxi driver took them somewhere unexpected.
During his trip to Cuba, Hasan is live on stream talking about where he's staying and the restrictions around it. In that moment, he claims that because of American rules, he's essentially forced to stay in a 5-star hotel, suggesting he doesn't really have a choice in the matter. Hasan shares in the following.
I was saying, tourism is the lifeline for the Cuban economy as it stands currently. The government has very limited resources, and the American government makes it illegal for Americans to stay wherever they want when they're in Cuba. They have to stay in what they've declared as 5-star hotels, right? I'm telling you all this because, like, even the 5-star hotels are not like, you know, it's not like it's what the American government has declared 5-star hotels. But regardless, in comparison to the situation on the island, it's prosperity pretty much. And experiencing that dichotomy is like definitely me up. Definitely. Like if I were to ever, I mean, not ever, but like I hope to come back. And when I do, I'll probably not abide by the American restrictions.
A lot of people accuse Hasan of either misunderstanding the rules or straight up misrepresenting them. Some say it's another example of him speaking confidently on something without being accurate, while others go further, calling it blatant lying and questioning how often this happens. People bring up his lifestyle, pointing out the contrast between his messaging and the image of streaming from a luxury hotel. That's where phrases like champagne socialist start getting thrown around, and the criticism becomes less about this one clip and more about his overall persona. But on the other side, you've got defenders pushing back. They argue that people are nitpicking or taking things too literally, and that the broader point he was making about restrictions and limitations is being ignored. Some say the outrage is overblown and that clips like this always get stripped of context before going viral. I guess he is wrongly talking about this. There is no US law requiring American citizens to stay in 5-star hotels in Cuba. However, US citizens are prohibited from staying in hotels affiliated with the Cuban government, apparently. My favorite part is how he stops himself just short of saying these 5-star hotels aren't even that nice, because he realizes just how insanely privileged that sounds to his capitalism and wealth accumulation are bad fanboys. No, Americans visiting Cuba do not have to stay in 5-star hotels. However, they must avoid certain government-owned hotels due to restrictions. There are privately owned boutique hotels available for US travelers. 10 seconds of research. During a stream, Hasan leans into a familiar lane, politics and global issues. At some point in the discussion, he presents himself as someone with a strong understanding of international relations, pointing to his background and experience, covering these topics regularly on stream. On its own, that's nothing new. Hasan has built a large audience doing exactly that, breaking down politics in real time, reacting to news, and giving his perspective. But this time, the framing hits differently, because instead of just sharing an opinion, the moment gets interpreted by viewers as him positioning himself more directly as an expert, and that's where everything shifts. Almost immediately, XQC jumps in. He reacts to the situation in his usual style, half sarcastic, half mocking, questioning the idea of Hasan being treated as an authority, sharing in the following.
Literally my area of expertise when it comes to international relations, when it comes to talking about anti-imperialism. Not only do I have a degree in just this, but also on top of that, I've spent the last decade or so talking about exactly this scenario. So no, in comparison to the average commentator in the United States of America, both to my right and
you can absolutely tell that somebody's an expert when they're at work and they have 20 tabs of Twitter open. I mean, clearly they're on the job while researching it. Very important fucking information.
Liberal content creators as
guys, this is like Einstein having books behind him. It's Hasan with Twitter tabs. I mean, we're watching a genius at work, dude. That's impressive as shit.
I do have the specific knowledge to communicate.
So why didn't he have any journalism piece and analysis on the shot caller? Why not? Why didn't he study? Because I mean, he studied that. He's the expert to debunk his own claim.
Regurgitates American enterprise.
Who's that what?
Please just make him stop talking. I can't fucking take it anymore.
Talking me? Me talking? Or him? Yo. Wait, guy's not on stream anymore? No. The guy get fired?
A lot of people latch onto the idea that Hasan is overstating his credibility. Some call it a classic appeal to authority, arguing that having a degree or streaming about politics doesn't automatically make someone an expert. Others go further, questioning his track record, bringing up past predictions or takes they believe were wrong. Then it gets more personal. Criticism shifts from just his arguments to his background, with some accusing him of having an easier path or being out of touch with the real-world implications of what he talks about. At that point, the discussion isn't just about expertise anymore, it becomes about character. But on the other side, you've got defenders pushing back. They argue that Hasan never claimed to be a formal expert in the strict sense, but rather someone who is informed and engaged in the space. From their perspective, critics are deliberately twisting his words, turning a general statement into something more extreme to attack it.